covers food, sports, and the proper maintenance of your car. And now, a man who had the distinction of having an entire health clinic named in his honor, Mike Mayo.
I want the flim-flam sauce with the awesome bay, with shafafa on the side.
We're here, Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. Mike Mayo is not here. We were having technical issues, and now he's gone for some reason. I do appreciate everyone who's joining us after a very fun-filled, busy Valentine's Day, at least in my world. I don't know what the one and only Jeff DeForest did, but we can find out again. It is Tropical Acres Monday. We are at home, thanks to my son getting his second round of shots. How was your Valentine's Day, Deef? We didn't talk about that this morning. So how was your Valentine's Day?
Very quiet, as you well know, Mike Lubie Lubitz. It's a good night, though, to go out if you're traveling alone. If you're fighting unattached, the best night to go out is Valentine's Day if you're looking to pick up chicks.
Did we get on the air? Did something
We're
happen?
on. We're good.
Oh, okay. We had some technical issues.
We got on and you left.
All right. Oh, we're a minute in. Okay. Well, let me get us loaded up onto the Let's Eat South Florida group.
I was just going through Valentine's. I know Deef is the unattached one at this point, out there living his best life. So just curious what his Valentine's was like compared to mine, which was a very, very, very busy and daily event all the way through Sunday. So just Defo, it's true. Like when I was single, it's definitely, they always talk about, I don't know, women are more vulnerable, whatever you want to call them. It's definitely an interesting day to go out when you are single, Valentine's Day. So again, Defo being the one who is living his best life. What was Valentine's like for you this year?
Talking to Mayo Man?
Yes, Deefness. No, he's not single.
Oh, me?
You started to talk about it like
it's the best night to go out and meet women. Really, premium. 6, 7 phone numbers later, you're thinking, do I really want to get involved? I don't know. But fun for one night anyway.
Well, and let me just ask
you guys are both Mr. Romance, though. So, I mean, this is more a topic for you.
It's funny. It's funny. Shirley and I have always...
Too many obligations is the problem. Too many obligations.
Yeah, bingo. Well, Shirley's always been really good about like not having to lay it on thick or anything like that. So I started a tradition years ago where it was very simple. But every man I met and talked to said the first Valentine's, and it's also when we had our first date was 2 days before Valentine's. So we usually combine the two. So it was our 9 years, and every person from the male gender that I talked to, and women too, I guess, were all like, you have to go big this year. And I'm like, well, we do our thing. And they're like, no, you have to go big. This is she had a baby. I'm like, okay. I always try to go big. She's the one that doesn't care. But because it was a Saturday, we did a lot this weekend, and it was very interesting. And she was very happy. It all worked out, thank God. No stories with knives or anything. So it worked out well. She was very happy. But I don't usually do that, though. Like I usually go low key because, again, to me, I try to treat her right every day. Like I think to make it a one day a year thing, it seems disingenuous, at least to me.
Well, let us say welcome to everybody on the Let's Eat group. We are loaded up. We had a little bit of a delay and a technical issue. Did the theme song for our presenting sponsor, Tropical Acres, play at the top? Okay, that's great.
Played it. Tropical Acres, yay, and it went, and then you were gone.
Well, Tropical Acres had a great weekend. A lot of restaurants had a great weekend. Very busy all over the place. I had a perfect Valentine's Day weekend, which we'll get to in a minute. But first, I want to just set the stage because today, forget Valentine's Day. That's so yesterday. That's so last weekend. Today is a huge day in the world of food and culture because not only is it Fat Tuesday, Mardi Gras in French, where it's the culmination of the festivals and all the things leading up to Lent, which starts tomorrow with Ash Wednesday. But today, of course, big party day. And I'm wearing, can't really see it, but I've never been to Mardi Gras, but I've been to like 15 Jazz Fests. So I've got my New Orleans shirt on, my Jazz Fest shirt. And not only that, but Defo, this is very exciting for us because it's the Lunar/Chinese New Year. And that also is today. And
nice.
later on in the show, I think I'm going to scamper down to the combo of Wands, which is closed today, but next to it is Shuck and Dive, which is having a big Mardi Gras celebration today, big New Orleans and Louisiana themed restaurant in Fort Lauderdale. And I might go out there with my roving camera,
Nice.
but basically 2 big holidays. And do you know what year this is on the lunar calendar? There are 12 different animals that rotate every 12 years. I'll give you one guess, Defo DeForest.
No clue.
No
Okay. What do you do every weekend?
horses.
Gamble.
On
Horses, nice.
the year of the horse. And this is very
Well, it hasn't been for me. Oh, it's not for you, Mayo. It sounded like you were crying also.
No, I actually, well, okay, I'm not at this point on Saturday. What constitutes a good day for me is I hit the last race at Gulfstream. It was a get out race. I hit the trifecta and a nice little win ticket. So I pulled myself from the red to the black, and it was a very mild day in the black. But I ended up winning like $100, which for me these days is a total victory. But year of the horse, exciting not only because it's horses and we love horses here on the Lunchbox, but it's actually my birth year. Every 12 years, 1966, my birth year, is the year of the horse. And then you just add 12. So people born in 1966, 1978, 1990, 2002, 2014, and 2026 are all year of the horses. And among those people, besides my gal Val, is Sopanut, our friend at Eat Thai
nice.
up in Boca, was born in 1978. And then I met somebody yesterday who was born in 2002. So all those who were born in the year of the horse, I think this is going to be our lucky year. I'm looking for a big turnaround, Defo. I'm sorry you didn't have any luck this past weekend, though, either at horses or in love.
Oh, no, I'm very lucky in love. I mean, just because you're out of love doesn't mean you're out of luck.
That's it. It's all good. Well, I had what constitutes a perfect Valentine's weekend because I struck the right balance between going out and then knowing when to stay in, which is avoiding the peak times. And again, I'm always amused on the Let's Eat group when people inevitably on the Sunday or the day after Valentine's Day, which was a Saturday this year, people start putting in their fetching posts about, I had the worst experience. They ruined my Valentine's Day. We went out and it was crowded and we had to wait past our reservation time. All these things that, like, if you live long enough, don't you realize there are certain days? And I don't know about you, Defo, but I know a lot of the best restaurants still manage to perform. They are, people are getting charged good money. But in the real world, you got to sometimes lower your expectations and realize things might go a little bit awry. Did you go out on Saturday at all? I missed that part. But did you stay in or just hit places that had parimutuel windows and bar and drinks and whatnot?
No, cruising. I mean, I took in the full spectrum. I would disagree with your point, as I have in the past. I believe, look, a certain amount of tolerance, places are overwhelmed. That's all well and good, but it shouldn't be a disaster. I mean, I don't know that you should throw your hands up in the air and say, hey, listen, I'm never going out on a holiday because it's, a bleep show and restaurants can't handle it. You're a professional. You're in the business. You're taking this business. And I expect places to perform professionally up to the, I mean, look, you might be a little more tolerant. Maybe it takes a few more minutes for the food to come out or the guy makes a mistake and you don't start staring at him and screaming and get all hostile. But I don't think you should expect it to be lame. That's for sure.
No, and I'm not expecting it to be lame, but I'm expecting that sometimes, if you have a reservation for 8:00 on a Saturday night that happens to be Valentine's Day and you don't get seated till 8:30, that's
Right?
kind of
It's reasonable.
that's part of the deal. Now, but people who say my Valentine's Day was ruined, these are the people that go on Let's Eat and things that you and I might
probably
consider.
wasn't that good to begin with. That's the problem. It's hard to ruin a thing like that over like a half-hour wait.
But some of these people, that's where I'm saying the expectations come in, where they say their day was ruined, and you don't know whether what they're relaying is either accurate or reasonable, because when they say it's been ruined. Now, again, it shouldn't be a total disaster, and we expect more. And especially, I've heard nothing but good reports about people who went to some of our sponsors and all that, which is always good. And but I did the zig whenever everybody zags. Val and I, we just did an early Saturday brunch almost right when it opened at Ukiah Japanese Smokehouse, and beautiful outdoors. We sat outdoors right along the New River. We had that great brunch that we spotlighted on the show a couple of months ago with Chef Mike Lewis. He was in and actually cooking the great
Nice.
French toast. We had the French toast. We had the house made bacon, which is just fantastic. It's more like a pork
ridiculous.
belly slab. They do this potato scallion pancake that they fry in RFK approved tallow, beef tallow, but then it's in a spicy kimchi sauce. We had 2 poached eggs that we ordered as a side on top. We put it poached eggs on top of the potato pancake, and then we pierced it. And we got the runny egg yolks all over the potato pancakes. We had this great. They have this like salad that has house-made feta cheese with avocado and these really beautiful fresh greens that are all from local farms. And the bill wasn't that bad because we weren't drinking, and we just had like some sparkling water, and the total bill for the 2 of us was like $78. And I've gone for like just to diners and places like that where I'm spending $50-$60 on breakfast now. This was like top tier stuff. It was fantastic. And when we were in there, it was like empty because nobody was really out and about eating before noon on Saturday. So we got our eating out portion of the day out of the way, and then later on we had a nice quiet dinner at home where we got stone crabs from our friend Vinny, who we did the show with the other day, and a beautiful bottle of rosé Laurent Perrier champagne from Primo Liquors, where we also did a show the other day. And I actually did pay for the champagne because it was left over from the holiday, so I didn't even get a freebie on that one. But great, very chill holiday. And then Sunday we went from brunch. We thought we were going to run into you, Defo. We were down at Lauderdale by the Sea. We saw our buddies.
Whereabouts?
Where else? We went to Even Keel Fish Shack for
Nice.
a nice Sunday brunch, and they were doing gangbuster business. We got there about also right when it opened, but it filled in. It was hopping there, Lauderdale by the Sea. So all good stuff. We're going to be joined in a minute by a guy who's been on the show before. His name is Joe Durkin. He's a acclaimed mixologist, and he was involved with several events here in town, including the Tequila Festival, which usually takes place in the fall. But he's put together a new festival that is coming up at the end of the month on February 27th and 28th in West Palm Beach. It's called the Alt Bev Festival, and I'll give you a guess. Anybody want to care venture what an Alt Bev is?
It's not mocktails, like it is alcohol.
No, it's not alcohol, but you're on the right path. Okay. It's not quite a mocktail. It's something that me and Defo like to take part in, but I guess if you put it in liquid form and start drinking
THC?
I don't know, but it's some of those, I guess, things that are legal that you could put additives.
CBD, okay.
Well, yes, like CBD. Let's see if he's on. Can we get him?
He's here. I don't see him via video, to be brutally honest.
Okay. Can we see if we can?
Can
we hear him, and then maybe he's.
Hey, Joe, you there?
Enable to.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
I can hear you. We can't see you. I don't know if you need to enable a video component or if you're just on a phone that doesn't have that capability.
It's like people say that sounds like
Ooh, and it sounds like you're calling from the space lab.
It sounds like the mask over his head.
Can you hear us?
No.
Now we can't hear him. All right. Well, maybe we'll figure
That
out.
was a good segment. Put that in the archives.
It was like ransom note.
Cell phone crap out is always our biggest fear when we run the radio, and it's especially doubly so when you're counting on the phone to provide video and audio.
Yes. Well, we're having a fine time getting rolling this week. We took yesterday off, and maybe we should just call it a day. Right.
That's an idea.
No,
it is 1:30.
It is 1:30.
Like he's there.
We're gonna you know what we got to do now? Let us talk contest results, because I know people waited long enough because we weren't on the air yesterday. And the weekly Lunchbox 10 Palms at Gulfstream Sunday brunch contest, and I'm very excited to share. This is always exciting when it's somebody who's been entering faithfully week after week, kind of like me in poker tournaments, and yet has never won. We have a long-time entrant and first-time winner this week. Nice. So why don't we get to the results? It is, first of all, in honor of President's Day weekend, I did the Presidente supermarkets. And again, for those who are offended by Spanish,
Don't go there.
Presidente is Spanish for president. Presidente supermarkets all over South Florida. So that was the restaurant component. And thankfully, mercifully, the horse race, it was the first race of the day, Gulfstream on Saturday. I think it was a maiden race for fillies. And it was a longer shot, almost 9-1, a $19 winner. Number 3, I Love Giraffes. And I think that horse won as a premonition that Ron McGill from yeah,
But it was
a
actually
long neck.
So yeah, that was unbelievable.
Yes, I Love Giraffes, and in honor, I think, of the impending retirement announcement by Ron McGill from Zoo Miami. You must have known Ron and.
I love that guy, man. He was great, fascinating. Lubie and I, he was a big time gator along with Paul Castronovo.
Yep.
And I remember they came into the studio one day to promote something that McGill was doing, which I was always happy to do because I thought the guy was fantastic in what he did, and always very interesting. And then Lubie and I started ripping at gators. And Ron got mad at us, and I was denied access to the zoo from that point on.
Well, Ron has been.
I always loved the Miami Zoo, though. When Jesse was a baby, that was my way. Not a baby so much, but like a couple of years old.
Yeah.
I used to take him to the zoo, and it was relatively new then. And you would see the Galapagos turtles, which was the first exhibit. And back then, when they first opened up, it was like 8 miles to the next exhibit, to where you finally saw some birds. And by then, I was ready to pass out. So usually, we just saw the turtles after driving like an hour and a half down there, and then came back. But that was it. But,
well, Ron
McGill, fond memories of the zoo.
A fixture at Zoo Miami for I don't know how many, 20, almost 30 years. And he announced on Sunday that he was going to be retiring in May. His last day will be in May, but a fixture on a lot of local media. He's done so many TV and radio hits, and great guy. And he always poses with that giraffe. So it was, I guess it was kind of fitting that I Love Giraffes on Saturday won the contest race. And, the basically $19 winner meant that only one person of our entrants had the winning horse, which was great because I didn't even want to watch or track the Daytona 500, which was our tiebreaker this week. And
where'd you get that idea from? That was nice.
Lame. No, it was great. Did you want to bet on the women's figure skating or something like that?
You would have had a big upset. Who would have had the guy from Kazakhstan?
The men's
figure skating time?
Well, as it was, nobody had the guy who won the Daytona 500. That was a 40-1 shot. That was a guy named
Michael Jordan's team. Michael Jordan owns the car.
Right. Jordan owned the car. Nobody picked Michael Jordan or nobody picked Tyler Reddick. The closest anybody came was Joey Logano, who finished third. A lot of people picked Joey Logano, including our ultimate winner. But we didn't even need to go there because congratulations to Lori Profsky, first-time winner of the Sunday.
It's a 9-1 shot. She has it coming, man.
29-1 shot. You know, there's a lot of chalk eaters out there in our group. We get about 40 or so entrants every week.
Favorite, just as a bail nut.
Yeah. And but Lori was the only one who, like you said, stuck her neck out and had I Love Giraffes. So
I always wanted to crossbreed a thoroughbred to a giraffe. That was my dream. And I would win every photo. I mean, it's a novel concept. I never got to buy any of the thoroughbred commissions that were regulating such things. I suggest
speaking of a long, by winning by a long neck. It's but and also speaking of photo finishes, some sad news or jarring news for those of us who are horse players who watched a lot of now FanDuel TV, and back in the day it started as TVG, Television Games Network. But your friend Todd Shuck,
very screw job like I've never seen. I talked to Todd, of course, because I you want to wait a little while after something like that goes, but I call him like the next day, and just. Lubie and I took a tough beat there when they decided to go in another direction at 940, and it was a bad direction, I have to say. But you have no say in that. But this guy, I still remember when Todd, it had to be like 1999 or 2000. I can't believe I was still doing like Racing Report from Calder or whatever. I was doing some kind of racing show there. And he told me, I remember him coming up to me, a young Todd Schrupp, and he said, Defo, I got an offer from some new horse racing channel called Television Games. I thought, well, what the hell is that? And so he was there at the very inception, along with another South Floridian who was one of the anchors early on, Gary Seibel, who used to call racing Pompano, who went to Syracuse, around the same time I did. But Shruppy started there. I mean, he was the face of the network. I mean, he was what Rich Eisen is to NFL Network, or many others.
Lead anchor,
position, and he was great at the job. He really was. You may not have loved his handicapping, picked up the losers, but that was typical Shrupp. But I mean, being a guy that's done a lot of this stuff, he was great at doing TV. It's not easy to make it look that easy like he did.
He basically was their Bob Costas, Mike Tirico, where he anchored all the major events in horse racing, whether it was, Kentucky Derby Day or a Breeders' Cup Day. And he set the stage. He painted the picture. He let the drama play out. He was an excellent broadcaster. Like you said, maybe not the world's best handicapper, but
no, he was picking loser after loser.
But he had a great report where he would give the needle to his foil.
He was really good,
Simon Bray, but it was great.
Well, watch, yeah. I mean, he came on TV. He wasn't talking at you. He was talking to you, and he was really good. He was tremendous. A lot of stuff goes haywire behind the scenes in TV. So you're the guy sitting there. I mean, I did a lot of live TV, and believe me, stuff goes wrong all the time. And part of your job is to be able to make it look like nothing strange is happening. And he was really great at that. Really, really good.
Yeah, no, and he, like you said, he was there from the inception. I've known Todd because he used to be, the on-site track handicapper at Calder Racecourse back when our friend Caton Bradar was the publicity director. And I played some home poker games with Todd. He was a terrible poker player. I made a lot of money.
He's not the best gambler, unfortunately.
But great guy, super guy. And
really nice.
And you hate to see, one of the things that's coming up on 6 years since I left the Sun Sentinel, but that was my decision. I had a nice 31-year run there, and they were offering buyouts, and I took it. I thought it was the right time, and everything was there. But for somebody like Todd, who was there at the inception of that network, and through all the different administrations and rebrands and things like that, and he still did an excellent job. Now, I don't know the full inside story.
Just a very impersonal. Hey, we're letting you go. That's what he got. He basically got a thank you, F you. He gets an email, and he's told to come into the studio. Look, the writing was on the wall. I mentioned to him when they started assigning him to Tuesday nights with the Sarge. And they were doing TVG, if you're familiar with FanDuel TV. I mean, it's not exactly the glamour shift, which he was on. And they just called him in. And he thought he was coming in to collect a bonus or something. I threw it away, and they told him to go to HR, and they told him he was gone.
That's a cruel business. And again, they've changed the branding, and they're going in a different direction, more with sports betting, and you don't know the world of contracts and budgets and things like that. But they're backed by some.
Though I mean, the female announcers on FanDuel TV, which includes our good friend Caton Bradar, Andy B and Cones become great. They had Gabby Gaudette, who just left to become the publicity director at Keeneland, to be closer to her family. She was really good. And, of course, Christine Olivares has been sort of groomed into the job. You had Brittany Uriton went to NBC, but they probably have the best female cast of sportscasters doing any sport that I've seen.
And our friend Caton still works for them on a kind of what they call freelance contract basis. She's not a full-time employee of them. She still contributes to a lot of their big. She was in New Orleans this past weekend for the the big day of racing at the fairgrounds, the Risen Star Stakes. She was also a key part of their coverage. And she was there kind of also almost from the beginning. So I'm sure Todd is going to land on his feet. He has a lot of goodwill and knows a lot of people in the industry, and he is a talented person. So we wish him well.
But that always sucks, though, to think that you have to somehow land on your feet after.
Yeah, it sucks.
I mean, this guy had every right to go out the door as look. People make
on his terms. Yeah,
new management comes in. They could have said, "Hey, listen, we got some other guys, younger guys. We think they look better on camera or whatever. And you've been here since the beginning, but we're never going to let you go." I mean, the guy should have been able to name his own.
Right, call his shot. Right, yeah. That's all you want. Is let him decide when he wants to call it quits. At least at that station, she was a key part of building their success. And it's a cold business. And as somebody who just put on the chat line, not relating to Todd, but to somebody who checked out yesterday, the great actor Robert Duvall. But the line in The Godfather, "You're out, Tom," and that was when he was out as a wartime consigliere to the Corleone family. But yeah, and TV can be just as cruel a business. But again, so
no, that was a serious take, and I say it's stooping. I mean, you couldn't make a guy feel any less gratitude for the job he did in putting his look. You get a little typecast there too. I mean, there aren't that many racing channels, so I don't know that Fox wants to go with a guy who was branded so heavily with FanDuel, and it's like the clause in reverse where you can't work anywhere. The non-compete clause in reverse, where he was sort of branded as the face of this network.
Yeah.
So that may work against him as he tries to pursue another job. Because
we'll see.
Everybody likes
look, there's been a lot of cruel endings and a lot of media jobs lately.
He's a good kid, man. He knows what he's doing.
Like our friends at the Washington Post. I have a good friend that worked at the Washington Post sports section for 27 years. He was supposed to be in Milan right now for the Winter Olympics. Last month, they told their sports staff, you're not going to go to the Winter Olympics. And then 2 weeks later, he gets an email again, just an email saying,
that's the worst.
Saying, your services are no longer required. There is a silver lining for my friend because he had already bought his ticket to Milan and the company had already reimbursed him for it. So he was able to exchange that ticket and to go to New Orleans. And I don't know if he's there right now, but he has a daughter that attends Tulane University. So he's able basically on the Washington Post dime to get a all expense airfare ticket paid. That was, I guess, considered part of the bonus package. But again, a lot of unceremonious endings. I've heard some horror stories in the business, including people who are like out on assignment and then come back to their desks to write a column. And these are like, major long-term veteran professionals who've been in the business for 20 years get a tap on the shoulder and a security guard escorts them out of the building and saying, you have to go now. And
I always used to like to take something with me. Lubie knows that, either some Sennheiser microphones and headsets or one of the things that we use, one of the pieces of equipment to do remote broadcasts. I always like to leave with something. As a token of the esteem of the place, for the gratitude for your 14, 15 years or however many years you put in service. But no, it's never pretty. Let's face it, Mike Mayo, never pretty.
No, it is.
Fortunately, you can create your own opportunities now, which really helps a lot.
Yeah, you cut out the middleman, you cut out all the corporate BS, and just like as we are proving every day, Lubie, Defo, and I, we can make a go of it, find an audience, and then keep going. So that's it. Hey, why don't we take our first break? So we haven't been able to get Joe back on, or
no, he just didn't have video. And we've had him on before, so I don't understand what his issue is, but he was having issues creating video.
It's all good. Hey, so before we go into the first break, I want to talk about an event that's coming up this weekend that I'm going to be part of. Frank Pepe's Pizzeria in Plantation at the Plantation Walk, where our friend Mark Facetto also has one of his taco crafts. But Pepe's Pizza is having a pizza party this Saturday. We're going to be doing a special remote show Saturday morning at 11 a.m., where we're going to be talking with Jennifer Bemonte, who's the granddaughter of the founder of Pepe's Pizza, Frank Pepe, which celebrated its 100th anniversary last fall. And Centennial is always an exciting occasion, but we're also going to be celebrating the launch of their mobile truck. They have a mobile pizza kitchen that is available for like parties, block parties, office catering, things like that. And we're going to be giving away free slices from the mobile pizza kitchen. Cool. And we're also going to have like prizes, spinning a wheel. I'm going to be kind of hosting the festivities there. That's going to be from noon to 3 p.m. there on this Saturday, the 21st, at Pepe's Pizza right there on University Drive, just north of Broward Boulevard, the Plantation Walk Complex, noon to 3. And tune in Saturday. We'll get in the mood by talking with Jennifer. And also apparently she has a grandson, I think, that's working at that location in Plantation. So I'm going to have the pair of them on and talking about New Haven habits and all the things that go with it. It's going to be a fun time this Saturday. See you out there. All right, let's take the first break. Should I go up the block? Should I chance going to
you can try
Shuck and Dive? I don't know if I'm going to make it there in time. You know what? I'm just going to park myself here. But tell people to go out to Shuck and Dive later.
Amazing.
It's a
must
good
have some
place.
class there today.
I know Tom from our friend Tom Tanazzini was preparing a couple of special things, including some oysters, grilled oysters that he was going to be making available for drop off, or actually people pick it up in Boynton Beach sometime later today. It's a big holiday for him because he's a longtime chef that worked in New Orleans. So everybody have a happy Mardi Gras. And we'll talk more about the upcoming festivities for Lunar New Year and also what we're giving up for Lent after these words on the Lunchbox.
Hey, Lunchbox fans, is it time to sell your business? You've poured your heart and soul into your restaurant or business, and you want to see continue the legacy you have built. Transworld can help. Call me, Andy Cagnetta, at Transworld Business Advisors right now and see if it's time for you to retire and relax. Iconic brands like the Mai Kai, Mulligan's, Carlos and Pepe's, Mangoes, and many more turn to Transworld to help sell. Contact Transworld on Facebook or call 954-772-1122 or visit tworld.com. Again, that's 954-772-1122 or tworld.com.
When I'm looking for some wicked good food for a wicked good lunch, there's only one place to go. That's Wicked Cheesesteaks in Fort Lauderdale. It's at 4824 North Federal Highway, just south of Commercial Boulevard and across from Holy Cross Hospital. My friend Brian there, he will hook you up with some really tasty treats. They've got cheesesteaks just like the best you can find in Philly, along with lobster rolls, because that's where he's from, Maine originally. And they have wings and pizza and everything you want to have a really good time. Wicked Cheesesteaks. They're open every day but Tuesday. Check them out online, wickedcheesesteaks.com. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Guess who's back and better than ever? Juan's. For the best in classic old school Chinese cuisine, a family-run South Florida favorite since 1966. It's at 664 North Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, open every day but Tuesday for lunch and dinner. Chef Alex is carrying on the family tradition that started 4 generations ago. It used to be known as Christina Juan's Mandarin House, and you're going to love it as Juan's. They've got all your favorites: wonton soup, spare ribs, egg rolls, dumplings, Peking duck, and more. Combo lunch specials daily and takeout and delivery. For more information, go to their Instagram page at wans.fl. If you're looking for a great place for steaks, seafood, and more, go to Tropical Acres Steakhouse and Butcher Shop. It's at 2500 Griffin Road in Dania, just west of I-95 and the airport. They've been there a long time, since 1949. That means they're doing something right. You'll get old school hospitality from the Studiali family, along with great value, tremendous service. Of course, you could also go into the bar for happy hour every day, 4 to 6, and they have great value all night long. Also, a butcher shop that's open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. except Sunday. The dining room is open every day at 4:30 except Sunday. Go to Tropical Acres. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. A tradition for South Florida sports fans for more than 30 years, Shenanigans. It's at 1300 South Federal Highway in Dania Beach, the place to go for all your favorite teams and events and food that's not your ordinary sports bar fare. Award-winning wings, burgers, fresh fish, and more, TV screens galore, and all-day happy hour specials. The kitchen and bar are open into the wee hours, perfect for late-night bites and very close to the airport. For playoff action, football season, and a good time anytime, Shenanigans. Looking for inspired comfort food in a cozy setting? Blue Collar in Miami is the place to go. Located at 6789 Biscayne Boulevard, it moved to bigger digs a year ago, now has full liquor, and still features all your old favorites from chef owner Danny Surfer. Fantastic burgers, the braise of the day, and the city's best key lime pie. And drink specials every day. Open daily with weekend brunch. For reservations and information, go to bluecollarmiami.com. All right, we're back on the Lunchbox. A little bit of a late start on a Tuesday after a 3-day holiday weekend. Lubie, I don't know if you broached on your romantic dinner at Daniel's or if you're going to save it for tomorrow, because it looks like we're going to be at Daniel's with the lovely Cassidy Angelo tomorrow. But brief synopsis,
so Daniel's is amazing. It's fantastic. Yes, it's definitely your wallet will feel it, but like Mayo talks about it,
special occasion
reason, and some people may go there regularly, and good for them. I'm jealous. I did math. You could go there, enjoy yourself, and go there pretty regularly, but we've never been. Valentine's 9-year anniversary. So we went all out, and and Cassidy was amazing. I guess they have a back room I've never even been in, and we've done a lot of shows there. I guess it's for VIPs. I don't know, but people kept oohing and eyeing whenever like people would walk in and out of our room. The service is fantastic. The food is wonderful. And Cassidy's great. Cassidy's all over the place there. She really, for someone who came from the finance world and never done hospitality, it's really interesting to see her just fit right in a world. And they're jamming. And like on a Friday, it was packed. Like, and again, it's Valentine's weekend as well, but like it was really cool just to be there and not be doing a show, eat there. And yes, we did get some Mayo treatment, but we definitely paid for sure. But I would send anyone there if you're going out for a birthday, you're going out for an anniversary, or you're celebrating something. The food it is amazing. Like it's really good. Like it's as good as any restaurant. We've been around the world. We've eaten at some of the best places in some of the greatest countries, and that meal holds up against any meal. And the steak is just ridiculous. Like, and we didn't go heavy on it because they go to some of these steaks that it's like, to me, where we eat, the level of meat we eat, it's so rich that we don't actually appreciate it a lot of time. Like they brought out that flight that time that is one of their calling cards. And for me, I don't eat steak at that level. The Wagyu with this and that. Like,
where you get the 3 different cuts, and one of it's from Japan, one of it's from Australia. Right. Yeah.
It's just, we got one of the more low level steaks just because, like it just fits.
There is no low level there. It is all premium product.
It's Denver.
Yeah, the Denver cut steak is.
Look, my grandfather's a butcher, so I know meat, but like bone and ribeye is not something they have there. Like they ship in stuff, and again, they're a Florida steakhouse is a real thing. They bring in a lot of the stuff from around the state of Florida, but when it comes to the beef, we're not known for our cattle in the state of Florida, so they bring beef from all over the world, which is really, that's the thing that's cool about it, is if you are someone that goes to steakhouses a lot, this is one that will pique your interest, because we've been to steakhouses, we've been to the Diplomat, we've been to Prime 112, we've been more, some of the stuff that are considered some of the higher end steakhouses. There's nothing like it. Like the meat that they bring in there, it's the way they bring it out, and you can look at it ahead of time and pick sort of your meat. Like it's a really cool experience, and the service is fantastic. And it was jammed. It was a holiday weekend. You wouldn't have known. Like
they're always jammed.
Their game. It was amazing.
It's impressive of the job they've done. Obviously, they've gotten the Michelin recommended recognition in just right out of the box in their first year. And we're going to be spending some time with Cassidy tomorrow. They got a big week coming up. They're hosting a South Beach Wine and Food Festival dinner. It's like the first actual Sobe Fest event that's taking place in Broward in a few years, and they were able to land it because of their quality and reputation. That dinner is sold out, but you can get in there. It doesn't have to be a major holiday. You can kind of just enjoy yourself and enjoy a splurge, because I don't know how other people define value, but to me, it's when you go into a place and you walk out and you say, oh, wow, that was incredible. I don't care what it costs, because everything was so really good. And, nothing offends me more than, a lot of places now it's high price mediocrity, and this is not that. And high price mediocrity, speaking of which, how about the Miami Dolphins releasing Tyreek Hill? Defo, what do you think?
That was a wild transition from Lubie's Valentine's dinner. Not unanticipated. I think that was talked about all last year, and we'll see what happens. Lubie and I were trying to figure out what exactly dead cap money meant.
Yeah. I still don't
After doing sports for 50 years here, I still couldn't explain it to you, to be honest with you. I mean, well, I don't think it's a good thing, but obviously isn't as bad as having Tyreek Hill on your roster.
Exactly.
And speaking of the inexplicable, can anybody explain NBA All-Star Game? That the whole weekend, everything I watched, I was like, huh, what's happening? And including the game itself, where there was different stages, and then the final ended up being USA versus USA. I don't know. I thought it was USA versus the world. What happened to just playing 4 quarters of that lineup? Did you watch any of it?
I did see some of it. I actually have to give them a little credit. I mean, they've been trying to figure out a way to not make the All-Star Game just a boring, no defense exhibition where everybody just rolls through the paint and scores at will, and the game ends up being 175 to 173. It was much more competitive. The last game was a little flat, but the 3 games that preceded it were very intense by all-star standards. So I didn't understand the format at first. I'm watching. I thought it was USA versus the world, and I see Stars versus Stripes was the first game I tuned into. And I thought, well, what happened to the concept here? Then I'm watching the level of play, and I thought, wow, these guys are really not just being showcased, but they're actually being challenged a little bit. The last game was a little flat because the team that was the loser in that game had to play the previous game while the other team sat out. But I thought it was a good attempt. I mean, with some reworking, the concept itself put a little more interest into the actual play that you were getting out of the All-Star. So I didn't think it was terrible.
Okay, not terrible is the official review.
that's
No,
enough.
I mean the play itself. Look, a couple of guys look great, and that's what people want to pay and see.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they found a way to make that happen, and they were playing some defense. So I thought it was a better version of what we had been seeing. I don't know that it was perfect, but it was a step in the right direction. That's
All
what.
right. Well, I was only half paying attention because we had the Val's grandkids over. We were making spaghetti and meatballs, and every time I looked up, there was a different team. I didn't follow the whole thing, but I'm glad that it's a format that maybe
They
has
played like
some-
a quarter. I guess they had 4 teams, 2 from the world, 2 from the U.S., and they played a quarter, what would be a game, and they played a little, each team played the other team, and then they had a 4th game. So it was actually 4 quarters. But I mean, it was high level stuff for the first 3 quarters. It really was good. I mean, it was more entertaining than most of the regular season stuff I've seen. So that's saying a lot, considering previous All-Star games have been complete duds.
And congratulations to the Miami Heat's slam dunk contest winner. I don't know if you saw any of that. What's his name? Keechon Johnson, right? So
Didn't know he was on the team. I had no idea. I saw Pat Riley. That's the only way I know he was like a Heat guy. I'm like, wait a minute, who is this guy? Lubie knows all about him. He's like a G League superstar or something. But yeah, so that was quite a distinction there. He joins what? Harold Miner and one other Heat player.
Who's the other one? Oh my god, I keep forgetting who's the second. He'd have had 3 guys in the dunk contest. I can't remember the other guy.
Who's the other Heat player? I read it this morning.
Dwayne Wade never won it, right? So,
No, Wade never did it. Wade was good right from the beginning, and those guys.
It was like another sort of semi-scrub, but
that you got me stumped. We'll let somebody call Ira Winderman. Okay, so or Scoops, Scoop
doesn't miss a beat on the Heat.
So, all right. Well, and then Olympics. I mean, the Kachuk brothers seem to be having a lot of fun. It's good to see Matthew back from injury and contributing and assists. And I hope it's going to be. Are we on a showdown for a possible USA Canada final, or what's?
You have that, I think, on the women's side, and the U.S. women have been ridiculous. They gave up 1 goal in the first game, and then pitched, I believe, holy Gump Worsley, like 5 straight shutouts. I don't want to imply anything and get in a jackpot, and say that it is Gump Worsley in net, but could be. I mean, you might make that mistake. No, I don't know. They're a very good effort by the women. They've been unbelievable. I keep looking at things from this perspective, Mayo Man, and maybe this would be a column for you if you were still writing sports. Things in the Winter Olympics that a Brooklyn Jewish kid like me couldn't do, or you, in the Winter Olympics. And I start right away with like Nordic combined. I don't see any of us cross-country skiing and then ski jumping. Not sure if that would be one of your skills.
Biathlon would be fun where you get some guns and start shooting.
But you could do it. It might apply to certain people, but I don't know that they could get the skiing part done. And the moguls, that mogul skiing, that hurts my knees just to watch. It really does. You see that when they do the thing, and it's like.
Were you a skier? Did you do a lot?
No, I am terrible at all balanced sports, which is why I think that the Jewish kid from Brooklyn theme works, because I was just putting a piece together about the 5 things no Jewish kid from Brooklyn could ever do in the Winter Olympics. And Lubie said, "What? Only 5?" I was like, "Yeah, you could pretty much."
What are the 5 you could do?
I pretty much can't do anything.
Yeah,
Winter Olympics. I mean, summer I could do a few things.
I could probably give curling a shot. I didn't.
Yeah, curling, but that doesn't count.
I wouldn't even want to be the one sweeping. I would be the one just want to kind of chuckle.
Yeah,
yeah, like
But leave it to the Canadians to compete.
Screaming would be good.
Let's scream. We're great at the screaming.
I've been saying this. It's like Lubie decides to sweep up the house, and Shirley's behind him with a baseball bat.
Exactly.
And left.
The other one that I could maybe try, I would never do skeleton or even luge because
it's not a person on luge on the 2-man.
But bobsledding, I could maybe practice doing the launch and then jumping in and going like this, and you just sit like this. Like this. I don't know.
We used to do a form of that. They should actually bring this back as an Olympic sport. We used to. I don't know if you did this in in Boston there because not sure what the situation was in terms of the terrain, but we had this giant hill in a place called Thornton Park at Syracuse, and of course we always had snow. So everybody would grab lunch trays. There would be no lunch trays in the cafeteria.
Oh, it goes sliding
And
down the
then
hill.
we would get 20 people, and they'd all, you loop your legs around the person in front of you, and then everybody'd slide down the hill. I don't know why that's not a Winter Olympics sport. And it was fueled at the time by Boone's Farm Apple, one of the great vintages ever, which was so disgusting and made Yago Sangria seem like Dom Perignon.
They should make that a sport, and they should make them use those lunchroom trays. That would be
Great. We really loved it. It was absolutely
good.
fantastic.
I think maybe they should also introduce maybe snowball fighting, or target practice.
I don't know why the Iditarod is not involved. I guess the PETA people probably put pressure
PETA
on.
people would put the
Things you'll never hear at the Winter Olympics. Some guy yelling "mush."
Yep. So you've never gone on a ski run?
I've gone skiing, but I was horrible. I told Lubie, somebody sent me on a trip to Aspen, and I go up on the chairlift, and I fell coming out of the chairlift before the guy even lined me up. And I did. I struggled to get up. I mean, it was like I've fallen and I can't get up. I looked like that guy Jimmy Smith that got knocked out in the World's Worst Boxer video. Just absolutely uncalled. But no, I was never good at any balance sports: skating, skiing, roller skating.
I played ice hockey. I could get around a rink on some ice skates. I can even skate backwards on the fence and stuff.
Oh yeah, nice.
Not very fast, but I was I played some very ragged pickup ice hockey games on various rinks in Brooklyn and Manhattan. But that's about the extent of my winter sports activities. Lubie, did you ever ski? Did you ever go?
I've skied a few times. I actually enjoy skiing. I never done black diamonds or any of that, let alone slaloms and some other flying off of a hill like you're trying to get free from prison on skis. No, that stuff, slaloms and all that. Now I don't even know how I would even try to do any of that.
I have some friends. Again, I went to school up in New England at Tufts, and I had a friend, my roommate Eric, is a pretty serious skier. He's gone all over the world now and done some of these diamond trails. But back in college, his parents had a winter residence at Mount Snow in Vermont.
Nice.
And we went one weekend where it was a bunch of us. I went up the hill, on the the ski lift.
I also fell too. I took Shirley out when we were coming down the thing. She almost died.
Well, I went to the very top of Mount Snow, not the biggest mountain in the world, not the most demanding slopes, but I did not fall off the ski lift. I got to the top. I looked down. I was like, "Holy shit!" And
you didn't even do it.
I made my way down. Like I wasn't, Franz Klammer or anything like that. Thankfully, I wasn't also Lindsey Vonn. I didn't wipe out. I made my way down to the bottom. I was exhausted. I was like, okay, I'm good. I went right to the lodge and started drinking heavily. A combination of hot toddies or things that have scotch, whiskey. It was a very cold day in Vermont, and I never went back on a mountain again. And I'm with Defo. Like, there are certain things where Brooklyn Jews, how I get my thrill.
Yeah, we just don't do this.
We
ride on the back of a bus all around the city, hanging onto the back of the bus while standing on the bumper. But skiing, that was.
I get my thrills by chasing inside straights and flushes in poker tournaments, or the occasional trying to root home a pick 5 ticket. I had 4 out of 5 on Saturday. But
Scott brings up a good one here on the wine list: Mateus Rosé. Remember that?
Oh, Jesus!
Came in that weird shaped bottle. It was like you always wanted a bottle because you could melt candles on it, and it's a nice little decorative piece in your dorm room. But wow, I mean, you talk about some.
How about Rianiti?
Aquavelva through bread. That was Mateus Rosé.
Rianiti on ice is so nice. I mean, red wine on ice. You got a quality product when you're telling people to throw it on the rocks. I think it came in the wicker basket too. So, hey, a couple of things before we take our second break. Number one, a lot of events coming up. Besides, and I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to speak today with Joe Durkin from the Alt Bev Festival, and I think it's a lot of these new blended drinks that are using versions of THC and CBD that are legal. This kind of compounds that have exemptions, and they're blending it into certain drinks now, energy drinks and other drinks. and that Alt Bev festival taking place the 27th and the 28th of February in West Palm Beach. And we're going to be giving away some tickets to that. We're going to incorporate it in our Friday Gulfstream contest. We're going to be giving away 2 pairs to runners up in this week's contest. If they want to take part on their entry form, they'll just mark it with the just say Alt Bev Festival, and then you can be eligible for the runner-up prizes. So that's number 1. Number 2, going to be doing another happy hour event at Camille's up in Oakland Park. Great Italian restaurant. Actually, I was there last night with Val, and we met another group of people that actually it was a charity event where they basically contributed for charity to win dinner with me. What a prize, right? But we had a great dinner, including their pizzas. I love it. It really reminds me of like Brooklyn and Queens pizza parlors. We had this sausage mushroom pizza. It was just, you'd love it, Defo, because it had that, the olive oil slick. It was kind of, it's not the, the Portnoy, oh, it's got, no flop. No, this had flop. It was nice. And, it had, I don't want to call it greasy, but it was like, it was wet and sloppy. You fold it over, everything gets down your chin, but it was great flavors. And besides that, he's doing a lot of, Chef John over there is doing all these house-made pastas. He had a fettuccine that he just made yesterday that with a mushroom sauce, and then we also had a fresh-made linguine with a chicken dish. Fantastic stuff there at Camille's, and we'll be doing another happy hour event from 5 to 7 p.m. a week from Thursday. So it's Thursday, February 26th. Come one, come all. And last but not least, our friend Evan Darnell, another one of his Red Meat Lovers Club events. This time he's throwing a birthday party for himself. He's turning the big 5-0. And he's having a bunch of restaurants, including some of our friends. Eddie Pizzoli and Prezzo will be represented.
Nice.
I've got Even Keel guys involved. I've got Nicole from the Hellenic restaurant in Coral Springs is going to be there. A bunch of other restaurants from the Boca Raton area, 3G's Deli and Delray Beach will be taking part. Go online to rmlclub.com to check it out, or better yet, use the direct link for tickets, and that's steakbirthday.com. Steak as in beef steaks. Birthday.com, steakbirthday.com. Use the promo code Mayo to get an extra $20 off your tickets. That event's going to be Monday, March 2nd at 7 p.m. at the Boca Raton Innovation Center. Beautiful campus that used to be the IBM facility, and a great spot for these events. And by the way, did I mention open bar too? So it's going to be open bar, all kinds of restaurants, lots of fun. So go check it out. Go to steakbirthday.com. Get your tickets today. Monday night. It is 2 weeks from yesterday, Monday, March. Did I get the date right? March 2nd. Yeah, that's it. Okay, let's take the second break. We'll come back and we'll wrap up this stellar edition. It is going right into the Hall of Fame archives of the Lunchbox after these words. Delicious Mexican food with innovative twists. Margaritas with a medley of tongue-tingling flavors. I'm talking about Taco Craft, Taqueria, and Tequila Bar. The place to go on Taco Tuesday and every day. It's located in Lauderdale by the Sea at Plantation Walk and Coral Springs. Taco Craft has specials every day, including bottomless drinks for a Sunday brunch, and Taco Tuesdays, including their new birria tacos with bone marrow broth. Oh, it's so good. They've even made a taco lover out of me, and they've got so much more, including fajitas, that open-faced smashed cheeseburger tortilla that's new, and a guacamole sample that's an explosion of flavors. The kitchen is open late. There's delivery and takeout. For more information, go to tacocraft.com. Tell them Mike Mayo, the Lunchbox, sent you. Hey, it's Mayo for Gilbert's 17th Street Grill. You know me, I love family-run places with quality food at fair prices served with passion and pride. And that's why I love Gilbert's. For more than a decade, Lenore, Beth, and Richie Gilbert have been serving up the best burgers, wings, ribs, salads, and desserts. It's a fast casual spot. Everything prepared fresh to order from an immaculate open kitchen. They're at 1821 Cordova Road in Fort Lauderdale in the Cordova Shops just south of 17th Street. Open every day but Sunday. One of my favorite burgers in South Florida. Big, round, juicy pucks of 100% Angus beef, char grilled to perfection. And don't miss the sweet potato fries on the side. They're legendary. Go to Gilbert's, feast, and be happy. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Hey, for great pizzas, pastas, and Italian comfort classics, you gotta check out Camille's Pizzeria and Ristorante. It just launched a great new happy hour on weekdays, 5 to 7 p.m., featuring all kinds of drink specials, $10 light bites, and a great 3 for $20 appetizer special. It's a true mom and pop shop run by a great couple, John and Maya. He grew up in Queens, and his pizzas and signature chicken parmesan are fantastic. Takeout and delivery available. Go to Camille's ftlauderdale.com for reservations and information. The finest quality, warm hospitality, and world-class creativity. Those are the ingredients that make Daniel's, a Florida steakhouse, a special place. Come experience the restaurant that's Michelin Guide recommended and totally Mike Mayo's Lunchbox approved, with an impressive collection of steaks, seafood, and more, like their foie gras creme brulee. Daniel's is located at 620 South Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, just south of the New River Tunnel, open Tuesday through Sunday for dinner. For reservations and information, go to danielssteak.com. Fresh local fish, a sophisticated setting. I'm talking about Corvina Seafood Grill. It's at 110 Plaza Real South in Boca Raton, just south of Palmetto Park Road. It's the place to go for the freshest and local seafood and fish, some of it with a Peruvian twist like their great ceviches. It's open 7 days for dinner. They also have happy hours 7 days a week. You don't want to miss it. It's a great place. CorvinaBocaRaton.com for more information and reservations. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Do you love Italian food? I mean, who doesn't love Italian food? Well, have I got a great new place for you, Elvis Italian Grill. It's at 4261 Griffin Road in Dania Beach, right near State Road 7 and the Hard Rock Casino. It's named for its owner, Elvis, and it has all your favorites: pizzas, pastas, veal chops, fresh fish, lunch specials, happy hour, and whole bar, great wines, al fresco dining on the deck with a water view. Open for lunch and dinner every day but Monday. For reservations and information, go to Elvis Italian Grill. When people come to me and say, Mike, where should I go out to eat? I got guests coming from out of town. Where should we go? Cafe Seville. That's the answer. 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard. It's a Fort Lauderdale perennial, serving the finest in Spanish and continental cuisine in a cozy, friendly, comfortable setting. Joey Esposito and Sally, his better half, they've been running the place for a long time. It's been open since the 1980s. They got great Spanish classics like paella, shrimp with garlic sauce, and all kinds of great seafood dishes. The stuffed veal chop, oh, that's my favorite. Go to Cafe Seville. It's open every day but Sunday at 5 p.m. for dinner. Tell them that the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent you. If you like seafood in a comfortable setting, outdoors, even keel fish shack at the corner of A1A and Commercial Boulevard in Lauderdale by the Sea, upscale food and a down-home setting, the chef owners, Dave and Brad, do a terrific job with all the seafood classics that you want. They have the best grilled oysters in town, bang bang shrimp, lobster rolls, and deli fish specials. They also have weekend brunch Saturday and Sunday. They have deli happy hour 4 to 7, and they also have other weekly specials like mussels on Monday and oysters on Tuesday. Go to Even Keel Fish Shack and tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. Hey, it's Mike Mayo. When the Brooklyn boy in me wants a good bagel with Nova or some matzo ball soup, homemade knishes, or a great deli pastrami sandwich on rye, you know where I go? Grandpa's Cafe in Dania Beach. It's been around a long time, an institution, but a little over a year ago, a pair of New Yorkers came in, bought it, and refurbished the place. It's beautiful, and they are now serving great breakfast, brunch, lunch. They've got the omelets. They've got eggs Benedict. They've got all kinds of great baked goods like rugelach. Grandpa's is just off Federal Highway on Southwest 1st Street in Dania Beach. It's open 7 days. Go in there, tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. All right, we're back on the Lunchbox, and look who's joining us, little Luca Lubitz, fresh off a visit to the doctor. How's he doing there, Lubie?
Mom isn't doing well. He's fine. He takes the shots. He cries a little. I give him a bottle. He forgets there were shots, and he's good to go.
Why is mom not doing well? She didn't get any vaccine.
He gets shots and he cries. And I don't know. Mom's weird. Don't ask me. I don't even care. He's fine.
The kid has got to get exposed to the
obviously
the sometimes, you know, the crunchy. Not all of life is smooth. Sometimes you get a little crunchy. So
it's okay.
It. But he looks very happy. And for those who are on Instagram, not Instagram, but I did see a picture come across my Facebook channel.
That was classic.
He was
Like,
he was dolled up. I mean, not dolled up. He was all dressed up for Valentine's Day, and the kid looked. I just had one word. I don't know if you saw that picture there, Defo,
Steve
but
sucks.
adorbs. He was just adorbs.
He
That's
said he
it.
was cute. The reactions were great from people. I love Mayo text me. He's like, he's going to come for you when he saw her. I'm like,
yeah.
you gonna know his mom? Like, this is his entire life is gonna be this. Like, she's lived. This is her Super Bowl, having a
Yeah.
baby that she can dress up and take pictures of.
I mean, he looked adorable, but I did see murder in his eyes one day. He will, when you least expect it.
We're in it together. What are you talking?
We'll get revenge. When he sees those pictures and say, "You did this to me."
Why? His life. What are you talking about?
But no, very nicely done. Hey, let's talk about, you talk about value. Look, Daniels, again, at that level, it's unbelievable. And but when you talk about kind of day in, day out, week to week value, our friends at Tropical Acres, it's a Tuesday night, which means half price wine night. And also happy hour in the bar from 4:30 to 6:30. So like you can get out of there where you get like a beautiful Belvedere martini, a great bottle of wine, have a great piece of prime rib, just roasted to medium rare perfection. And you basically go with a date and get a fish, you get a prime rib, you do a little surf and turf. They have stone crabs. You get out of there for like $100 with a drink, a bottle of wine, and a entree that includes a salad and a side dish. And their prime rib, again, I don't like to throw the word best around, as you see this morning, but it's one of my favorite prime ribs in town, and the price is right. So they do a great job at Tropical Acres for 77 years, since 1949. The Studiali family, they will treat you right, and they are all about just service, hospitality. And they had a great Valentine's Day weekend, but every day you can go in there except Sunday. They are closed on Sunday, and you can also drop by their butcher shop to bring home great steaks and filet mignon to throw on the grill at home. Tropical Acres, 2500 Griffin Road, and it's never too early to book for Mother's Day. That is the next big food holiday on the calendar. It's going to be Sunday, May 10th, I believe, and that is you give them a call, get in the books right now, because again, Mother's Day, another one of those holidays that everybody's got to take out mom and grandma. 954-989-2500. All right, I think we're just about done. Thank God. Some days it goes by fast, and some days it's a slog.
Go enjoy Fat Tuesday. Shuck and Dive is a great place if you can get out there.
Any parting thoughts, Jeff Defo DeForest?
Mardi Gras is great. I mean, I want to say that I have been in New Orleans for at least like one part of Mardi Gras. Fantastic. Yeah, go out there and enjoy it. I saw Tom Tanazzini. You mentioned him earlier. He had like Oysters Rockefeller. He was serving up in Boynton Beach. So if you're in that area, I don't know if you can get in on that now, but Shuck and Dive is a great New Orleans style restaurant. I always love going there. So have a good time there. Yeah,
I want to get to do a show there once. I kind of vaguely know the owner's name is Stas, and
very nice guy. I met him at Cafe Seville. And,
yeah,
I was very impressed.
He's friends with Joey from Seville, and again, they've run this place. It started out a different location, right on the beach there, A1A and Oakland Park Boulevard, I think.
Been where it's at for a long time.
But it's been in its current location, which is
Did
also
you ever attempted to try the Jalisco Mexican restaurant, which is there?
I've never been in there. Val, for some reason, is scared of it, and she refuses to go back in there.
I like it.
It attracts me. I don't know why. Yeah.
I like it. I've been there. It's good.
Yeah.
I like it. It's kind of my kind of vibe, like a place that's been around that long.
Yeah.
And I know friend of the show and Let's Eat member Manny Delgado, who does a lot of food safety training courses around, and he loves that place. He swears by it. Maybe I'll have to sneak in by myself one night, but right up there on that strip in Federal Highway. But yeah, I mean, that talk about an all-star strip mall. You've got Juan's, used to be Christina Juan's Mandarin House. Now Alex is doing a great job. And of course, you got Shuck and Dive in there. And there's also a good little kind of speakeasy type bar in there called No Man's Land. It's a
Argentinian empanada place looks good too.
Yeah, I've been in there, and then there's also like a pizza place called Coast to Coast Pizza, it's okay. But yeah, Shuck and Dive, they do a great job. They have fresh crawfish. It's crawfish season, so you can get buckets of crawfish. Oh, and one last word, because it is Lunar New Year, and a couple of events to mention. I think this Saturday at the in the evening time, our friend Diego at Temple Street Eatery in Fort Lauderdale, a couple of blocks away, is having a kind of Lunar New Year celebration that's going to have various vendors, including our friend, I think, Jimmy from Sweet Aloha Ice Cream. It's going to have the lion dance there. And then I'm not sure, there's all kinds of other celebrations going on in a couple of weeks. On the Tuesday night, 2 weeks from today, on March 3rd, our friend Alex is having a special Lunar New Year family style dinner at Juan's. I've already booked reservations. I'm going to be going. It's going to be a fun time. And you could give them a call or go online to wansfl.com to get more information about that Lunar New Year dinner. And it's not just a one-day celebration. This is what Alex told us when we were there last time. It's like a 2 to 3 week festival where people travel and they see family, and it's kind of a multifaceted celebration that unfolds over several weeks. So Juan's big dinner in a couple of weeks. I will be there, so come check it out too. I'm also available for hire for weddings, bar mitzvahs, brisses, and baptisms.
I was waiting for Defo to ask you.
You've been there, right, Defo? Hey, it's hot.
You got a talent fee? I'm coming, man.
Exactly.
All right, that's gonna do it for today. I think we're on for Daniel's tomorrow. I'm waiting to get final confirmation. Thursday, it's going to be an exciting one. I'm going to be in your neighborhood later in the day, Lubie, at Eddie and Vinny's, our friend Eddie Pozzoli, because on Thursday nights they have their ladies' night. So we're going to do a show for happy hour this Thursday, 4 p.m. Eddie and Vinny's right there in Sample Road in Coral Springs with Eddie Pozzoli. But you know what else it is on the Thursday nights with the ladies' night? They're doing that promotion where they give away, I think, once a month. Those, what are they called? Red bottom shoes?
Louboutins.
Okay, but they're like very expensive shoes.
They're thousands of dollars for her. Like Shirley was like, "Oh, I'm gonna start going every Thursday."
Yeah, I don't know what the particulars. I think they have like a raffle. You enter, but you show up there, and then I don't know how often they're giving away these shoes. But when I told my daughter about it, she was like, "My God, really?" And I told Eddie that my daughter was very excited to hear about that promotion, except for the fact that she's 20 years old and is in Tallahassee now, so she can't come to the ladies' night.
She lived with my wife, who made me there every Thursday now.
Yeah. So we're going to be there Thursday, and of course Friday back at our Friday fun place at 10 Palms at Gulfstream for another great weekend of live racing at Gulfstream Park. And again, congratulations, Lori Profsky, first-time winner, and I know she's been entering faithfully for at least over a year. So congrats to her. I love giraffes. She really stuck her neck out. So good job. All right, that's going to do it. We'll see everybody tomorrow. Take care and enjoy every sandwich.